Getting One Piece cards is always exciting, but it can also be risky. With the game exploding in popularity, we're seeing more fake and proxies, scalpers driving up sealed product prices, and plenty of people overpaying just because of hype. And if you're new to collecting, it's easy to fall into these traps. Maybe you grab a card too fast on release day, or spend way more than you should on a booster box that's inflated by scalpers. That's why in this video I'll walk you through everything you need to check before buying One Piece cards, from spotting fakes and judging card condition, to understanding price trends and making sure you only buy from trusted sellers. By the end, you'll know exactly how to protect both your collection and your wallet. Let's get into it. Hello internet and welcome to my channel. TCG Monkey here. Before we start with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Buy. If you're collecting One Piece cards, Buy is hands down one of the best ways to safely buy straight from Japan. They connect you with trusted Japanese marketplaces like Yahoo Auction and Mercari and handle everything for you, from purchasing to international shipping. What I love the most is that Buy gives you buyer protection and even 30 days of free storage, so you can consolidate multiple orders and ship them all at once, saving a ton on shipping costs. So if you're looking for Japanese exclusives, alt arts, or even sealed products, and you want the peace of mind of buying safely, definitely check out Buy. You can find my link in the description and pinned comment with a 10% off coupon for your first purchase. Now let's get back to the video. First, let's talk about card authenticity. As the One Piece TCG keeps growing and certain cards sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, fakes are becoming more common. And some of them might look pretty convincing at first glance. Here's what to check to quickly spot if a card is fake. Borders. Fake cards often have uneven or thicker borders. Colors. Real cards have consistent printing. Fakes might look too dark, too bright, or washed out. Gloss and texture. A fake's finish can feel too glossy or too flat. Fonts. Check the text closely. Even small differences in style or spacing can be a red flag. Always compare with high-resolution images of a non-real card when in doubt. That side-by-side check can save you from a costly mistake. And even slept cards have been faked recently, so if you're buying graded cards, stick to big grading companies and double-check their serial numbers on the official websites. Fakes are out there, but you can protect yourself by buying from trusted sellers and always double-checking before you click buy. Next up, card condition. This is one of the biggest factors that affects a card's value, and honestly, it's something a lot of new collectors underestimate. Two copies of the exact same card can have wildly different prices depending on their condition. Here are the main terms you'll see. Mint. Fresh out of the pack, perfect cards with no flaws whatsoever. Near mint. An almost perfect card, which might have just a tiny flaw that is not immediately visible. Lightly played. You'll notice a few scratches, whitening or corner wear, but still looks very nice in a binder. Moderately played. More obvious wear, bends, scratches, or heavy whitening. Heavily played. A card which is damaged or very worn, often just for play, not really for collectors. The difference between mint and near mint can easily double a card's value, and once you drop into lightly played or lower territory, the price can fall off a cliff. So whenever you're buying, always ask for clear pictures, or even a short video, to check the edges, the corners, and the surface for small flaws. Next up is price, and how to make sure you're not overpaying. Here's what you should do to become a smart buyer. Always compare prices across multiple platforms. Check sold listings on eBay, TCG Player, and even Japanese marketplaces using Buy, for example. That gives you a real idea of what a card actually goes for. Beware of day one hype. When a new set drops, the first week or two can see inflated prices because everyone wants the hits immediately. Prices usually settle after a few weeks. Watch out for scalpers, especially on sealed boxes or packs. Some people buy up large quantities just to resell at a markup, which can make even normally affordable sealed products way overpriced. Waiting a bit and checking multiple sellers can save you a lot. Keep an eye on different language versions. Japanese cards sometimes sell for more initially because they release first and collectors want them early. English versions may come later, and Japanese prices can dip once both versions are available. Patience is the key. Don't rush, don't buy the first card or box you see, and make sure you know what the market looks like before spending your money. A little research can save you a lot, either when it comes to singles or sealed products. Okay, let's talk about the seller. Because even if a card looks perfect, a bad seller can ruin the whole deal. First, check their feedback and reviews. High ratings and positive comments, that's a good sign. Low ratings or sketchy feedbacks, probably a red flag. Next, returns. Can you actually send back a card if it's damaged or not as described? If a seller has no return policy, think twice. And don't forget communication. Ask a question. If they ignore you, that's also not a good sign. Beware of suspiciously low prices. If a card is way cheaper than what it usually sells for, there's probably a reason. It could be a proxy, a fake, or damaged. Don't let a low price trick you into a bad purchase. Always pay attention to the seller's descriptions. A good seller should clearly list the edition, the condition, and whether the card is authentic. If they skip any of that, that's a warning sign. No photos for singles is also a huge warning sign. Always ask to see the card. No pictures, that's a major red flag. A little extra caution now can save you a lot of money and stress later, so always pay attention. And now let's talk about shipping, because even the most perfect card can get ruined if it's handled poorly. For singles, you want them shipped in something sturdy, top loaders, sleeves, and rigid mailers. Don't ever settle for just an envelope, because those cards can bend, crease, or get damaged in transit. For sealed products, like booster boxes or packs, also make sure the seller is packing them securely. A little extra caution may seem unnecessary sometimes, but it will surely avoid unexpected damage. And one more thing, tracking and insurance. Especially for expensive singles, it's worth it. You want to follow your card and have protection if anything goes wrong, trust me. That was it for today's video. Remember that checking the card's authenticity, its condition, the price, the seller's reputation, and how it's shipped will save you a lot of headaches and money. And now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with the worst buying mistake you've ever made. I once got a pretty expensive vintage Pokemon card in a regular envelope. No top loader, no cardboard, not even a penny sleeve, just the envelope. Somehow, luckily it arrived in a perfect condition, but I've never taken shipping for granted since then. And don't forget to check out Buy. It's super easy to use, it's safe, and lets you grab cards and other products you might never find locally. And you can make very good deals too. Use my link in the description for a 10% off coupon and start buying in a smart way. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future collecting tips. I'll see you in the next one. TCG Monkey out.